Hi viewers, we welcome you to the 36th Chessbrainz Club Arena. I'm none other than Coach Abhishek and we have today Coach Kunal with us. Hi Kunal.
Yes, hello. I'm Kunal Chaube, coach. And unfortunately, today none of my students are participating, but one of them, his name is Mohit. He was kind enough to say that he will be watching today's stream.
Kunal, we are not able to hear you right now. Can you please check the mic?
Okay, wait. Am I audible?
Yes, we can perfectly
Oh,
hear you right now.
yeah. So, I was saying that, I'm Kunal Chaube. I'm a coach here, and unfortunately, none of my students were able to participate in today's tournament. But okay, one of them was nice enough to say that he will be watching today's stream because I am doing the commentary. So hopefully everyone will enjoy today's stream.
Definitely. I'm also really excited. I think we are meeting after a week's time when we had our last stream, and I'm waiting for the kids to now show their improvement in this tournament. We are like 1 minute and 30 seconds away to now just begin. And currently we already have 36 participants who have already tuned in, if you see here. And many more are going to join within first 10 minutes even after it begins. So I'm really excited to see how this is going to turn later. So currently we have a participant named as Raghav Sharma who's having he's already a 1900 if you see here. Then we are followed up by the Sankir. He's an 1814 bleeds 1900 in rapid. We have 1800 Arush and many more. The federated
Yeah,
player Cavalier himself.
yes, we have a very strong lineup today.
Yes. Also in this page, if you see, even their rating might be, below 1500, but I've seen their strength. Many players in our academy have played better than their strength in our past tournaments. And we never know they can come really well. Then all the way
Definitely right.
we even have some player who's having a rating of 400, then even 700. So we have all categories of players, all the way from Rook Masters to Pawn Warriors. Well, I would like to know your kid is in which category right now?
As I said earlier, none of my students are playing today, but
Oh,
okay.
yes.
Yeah,
No, I
someone,
mean,
some, it,
the one who is
yeah,
watching, I meant.
okay, he's in Pawn Warrior only.
Okay,
He's in
okay,
the
perfect.
beginner category.
Yeah, I mean, it is also going to be a good learning curve for the kids who are not participating, right?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
even someone who is looking at this is going to, yes, that is going to make a huge difference in their learning curve. First request we have got is for Advik. Let's try to find if they have joined already. No, I mean, let me try with the tag CB here and see. No. So let's go with the game of Samagra right away then. I think the
Yeah.
second request is for Samagra here. And there we go. Samagra is already participating here. Yes, here he is. Samagra is taking on Arav right now. Samagra is playing with black species. He's a 1300 taking on Arav. They're playing from
And
white 1350.
yeah, there's a fork.
Oh, I think they are into an early skirmish, right?
Yeah.
I mean, let's just go back and see because it will be really difficult for our viewers to process what is just taking right now. At this point, there was traditional Scotch opening, the Scotch game, and withdrawal of the queen is not recommended in this line. Generally, it revolves around the idea of either bishop c5 as the main line or knight f6 going into the skimmed variation. But there was a trade of the knight, and black managed to not have those double pawns. And
Okay,
what
that's
a move by white! What a
yeah.
move by white! So why getting your queen out early in the game is considered bad?
This is something we have studied before. It's something we do it in basic opening principles. This is something we covered. I always tell my student that you should not take out your queen early out because it can get attacked very easily, just like how we saw the queen fell for a skewer attack by the bishop.
That is
Yeah,
correct. The bishop got a And what a presence of mind. I mean, look at the white's play. Knight c3
Yeah,
has that silent move, preparing bishop b5, and black was clueless. They thought of moving pawn to, let's say, d6, trying to unlock this
yeah.
bishop and try something, but it was too late. And then they had to like give up for the
Yeah,
bishop, and the fork was
the
already in
fourth
the
has
air.
left.
And I think this must have given a true shock to the black here because they must not have been, prepared for such kind of a line. I can see. White got a
And
pawn back. Yeah, I mean, White even covered a pawn here, and I think,
yeah, and, okay, he blundered the
oh,
queen.
I mean, these kids are playing a bit fast. If they take a bit of
Yeah,
time and check their move twice, and if then they make it, I think they will stop blundering. At 1300, I don't expect the kids to blunder both of those. It's for
yeah,
all.
definitely right. 1300 is a strong rating range,
Yeah,
and
it's a strong rating. I've seen 1300s beating 2000s on leeches. They have that strength, but
yeah,
it's about playing a bit slower and coming up with the right composure. I think they can stand. I think a lot of
definitely.
moves have already been processed here. Yeah,
Yeah. So, which side do you think is looking strong?
no questions you do for that. It's white coming up with rook d7, I guess, and the game is already over.
Yeah, right. Here it's pretty
Because
obvious. Okay,
you can't even go for bishop e4 idea, right? Because there's pawn and then there's rook,
yeah.
and now they're
Uh,
threatening. I mean, how do you stop this
and
threat, by the way, as black?
I think you have to give up the pawn and you have to maintain the rook on the c file in order to stop the checkmate. Otherwise, this can easily end up in a checkmate.
Yes. Need to move
Uh,
this rook
w-
away to,
uh,
as you said.
I think rook on c file is good. What he should not do is play something like rook c7. That will just blunder the rook, right?
That's again blundering.
Okay,
Maybe
this
he's
move
trying
is
to like looking after this guy. Yeah. But that's not good. I think playing an active move, as you suggested, was a much better
yeah.
deal. But now
And
white can take,
yeah, it's
yeah,
a checkmate threat.
they just take the a7 pawn. I mean, kids need to then know how the rooks work on the seventh rank. Just getting the rooks on
Yeah.
seventh is a task in itself. But then using them with the right strategies, yeah, they do need a bit of preparation for
Okay,
that too.
so
And rook 8 is already now game over.
yeah, now we have mate in one and
Wow.
white finds it.
What a good game by Arav here.
Yeah,
And
definitely was.
I won't be surprised if Samagra lost this because, again, Scotch game is something that black players don't expect on a regular basis, right? This can come as a
Definitely
surprise
right.
if your opponent is well prepared. Samagra
Yeah,
might
it's
be a
an
good player.
yeah, it's an irregular opening.
Yes, and that can sometimes surprise your opponent, and I think Samagra became a part of it. All right, I think a Pramansh is coming up and he has already won 2 games and he's currently leading the board. Even Rishi,
Eh,
these are like 800s and like they're on the top. That's a good sign, obviously.
Yeah,
Let's try to take the number 1 and number 3 are taking on each other at such an early rating. So Pramansh is playing as white and Rishi is playing with the black pieces. There is a rating difference of around 350 points here.
and position looks very tense here. A lot of pieces are being attacked. Okay.
Also, did you saw this record which is written below by the leeches? It is telling something.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Rishi is very strong here.
So these kids have played 14 games in the past, out of which Rishi has won 13 times because obviously he has a better rating, and Pramansh
Yeah.
has won only 1 time. But we know
Okay,
Pramansh is
he
looking in a good form.
blundered a knight here and white misses. Okay.
Oh, no, but I think White is still keeping the tempo, right?
Yeah, I mean, attacking the bishop is still. But
Oh,
the bishop is, yeah,
too many pieces are like working together here. This is hanging, then that is hanging. What
yeah.
is going on? Let's try to pay a bit of attention to this game as well. We'll cover up the main position too. We had a Ruy Lopez on the board, and then
Okay, so
this is even a good strategy to land the knight on f5, right?
yeah, but generally in Ruy Lopez, you should try to push the C3
Yeah,
D4
c3
pawns, right?
d4, yeah. But like I think this kid wants like an early attack.
Yeah,
But
I
again,
mean
Pramansh is
that's
an 800, might not be knowing the plans. He might be knowing just the principles, I guess.
yeah. I mean we have studied the basic opening principles, right? You should develop your knights to the center, castle
Yes,
fast.
that's true. At least he castled it. Many of the kids were like not even castling in the last week, I remember, if I'm not wrong. So hopefully he has
So
castled, and that's a good
yeah, that
sign.
just means we are seeing a big improvement.
Yes, that's true.
And
And
here the
here,
pawn,
yes.
yeah, the pawn on c2 has been hanging for a while, and yeah,
Mhm.
also the queen is currently under, and he blunders the queen. Okay,
Okay, so black had, I think, bigger ambition of going for a queen rather than a rook, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah, and game has already ended. Okay, Rishi has won for the like 14th time, if I'm not wrong.
so
And what
yeah,
has happened just now is again one thing I'm going to notice here. Rishi went on berserk, but then Pramansh is not using his time. I think in both games we saw in the first game also. I think Samagra and the kids are playing a bit fast. If they spend a bit of time in the game, I think they can come up with better moves without pressurizing themselves under the time, and that can be helpful actually.
yeah, definitely right. If you take the more time you take to think, the better moves you will come up. But again, there's no increment, so you have to keep that in mind as well.
But still, like leaving 2 minutes and 30 seconds or more than 30 seconds out of 5 minutes is not. I would
Yeah,
recommend. If your
yeah,
clock is
definitely.
below
When
1 minute, and if you then pick up that style, 1 minute
yeah,
30 seconds or just 1 minute, then it's acceptable. But I still,
uh,
yeah.
yeah.
We are
Also, the
getting a
opponent
request
has
for
less time.
Rampar. Yes.
Okay.
No, opponent had Berserk, I guess. So he decided on purpose to like make his time half. But if he wins, he gets one
Okay.
extra point of winning there.
Yeah.
That was
Okay. I
the
see.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, then definitely he should have taken his time, right? Your opponent has half the time, so you should make full use of your time.
Full use of time, right? That's true. And here, Ahan is playing with the white pieces and Rampar is playing black. Both are in the rating bracket of 1100, 1200. And
Yeah.
Rampar is only having 13 seconds left in his clock.
And he blundered the bishop. Let's see. Okay, black does not find.
Took it, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, black is just having. I mean, I think it's so obvious at 1100. Maybe the time is playing a very huge
Yeah.
role in the
Also,
game right now.
yeah. Time is probably.
Time is playing a role here actually. But still, other kid has also like is only having like 26 seconds, so they have used their time wisely. The game
Okay.
is going from nine
That's
minutes, let's say.
yeah, that's a strong threat, and there's a checkmate on the board almost.
Yes. I mean, this. I mean, White beautifully. I think White was under also the time pressure. Just 24 seconds were remaining, and how
Yeah.
beautifully, they played this battery, the game of battery with silent moves.
Yeah.
Silently, the battery came up to threaten the C8 mate here, and then wow, what a move by. It's not exactly a mate. Obviously, they will run out of the clock, but the threat was a good threat in itself. I'm rather going to say.
Yeah, definitely. The more your opponent thinks, the better.
Yes. Currently, the Madhav is leading the tournament here. He has won 3 players already. Rishi is on the second place. I think he lost to Madhav, and then there's Sankeet. Parents, please type your kid's username, and this will really help you to so we can feature your kid's game, obviously. Yeah. Hi, Disha. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead from this point. Let's do one thing. Can you take a random username from page two that we can feature?
Okay, let's look at this starfish Pikachu.
Yes. So Starfish Pikachu, I think he's a consistent consistent. He's one of the guy who participates consistently in Chessbrainz. The club arenas.
Yeah,
So Starfish Pikachu is playing black. Dino King is playing white in this position. Not a huge rating gap here, and sort of looks like this position is a closed position. The center is closed right now.
yes, right.
How did
Black, I
this
would say,
position
has,
is came up? Yeah.
yeah, we can watch from the start and see.
Let's quickly try to and then try to cover the main highlight of the game.
So, okay,
Okay. We are in London, I guess, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, and
Comes out, takes with that pawn. Bishop takes, then queen takes is playable here.
okay, this move he allows the black knight to get into e5 square, so that's a bit.
F5?
No, no, the white knight into e5 square.
E5,
Move
yeah. I
the
mean, this is the typical plan of the London, right? Then maybe you
yeah,
can go F4, slowly, queen
yeah.
F3, then you can slowly maneuver her more to this side. But I want to see how black has approached here. I mean, black also landed a knight. I mean, that's a good strategy.
Yeah,
But is that like blundering a pawn because of the bishop? No, it's not blundering a pawn for now. If there's like queen to b2, then the pawn can fall down. Yeah,
yeah.
that's what
Okay,
white queen c2 has been played.
yeah.
But yeah,
And
black
okay,
has cemented the knight here, and then I'm very sure now black is castling on the queen side if they do so. But then if the king moved, then there was the threat of knight takes f7. Let's see if that was figured out. Black moved the knight away for some reason. Wasn't needed to. Castled, and knight comes back on f7 here. Okay, so he got his knight all the way around to just take down that outpost. And then black got the battery along the open file, and the game is still on.
so yeah, I think here white has a little bit advantage because of the open file with the rooks on h. But
You mean
aside from
black?
that, it looks pretty. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a little bit advantage for black. Otherwise, white does not really has much going on. Okay,
Hmm.
maybe he can try for the e4 pawn push. Maybe it will work. He has queen and bishop both guarding there.
Yes, I think counter-attacking in the center when your opponent is attacking the flank is one of the main ideas of this line.
Yeah.
Let's see if the kid
If
goes for this. But again, like, how is this going to change the board? Because then, oh, black is
okay,
playing a
black
two-side game here. Going for the
yeah,
queen side and king side simultaneously. I mean,
and
king side and queen
it's
side.
a
Because
yeah, it's dangerous for both sides, right? Black's sorry, white's king is right in front of the queen, and black's king and queen are also in a position they can get skewered
but
into.
the point is, the queen is not only a good attacker, but she's also a good defender. So I'm
Yeah,
genuinely not currently worried for the king safety as the queen is around. But yes, there can be some tactics like a rook lift and then trying to achieve a pin on this
yeah,
queen king. That can be something in the air as per your idea. That's true. Oh, look at this threat.
yeah. That's a fork and a pin. Okay, he sees it,
White was good
and
enough to figure it out at the right time.
yeah.
Otherwise, this would have let the white run into the problems.
Yeah, so it's good that both the players are very tactically sharp. They are finding the
Yes.
moves and also
And the
avoiding.
most important thing, they are taking time after being a 1500, okay? Like Pikachu is
Yeah,
having around 1 minute, Dino is having 2 minutes, but they are respecting their opponents, taking time and coming up, trying to come up with the good moves in the position. I think this is, something that we expect from most of the kids.
definitely. And yeah, speaking of time, Pikachu has less than a minute, so let's see how he manages it now.
Yes, but at 1500, I think your time management is also really good. So maybe the kid might be knowing how to handle, because these kids also start playing like bullets and everything.
Yeah,
Maybe he might be knowing how to handle this position in this such kind of extreme time pressure, obviously. And many kids often stumble in the close position because finding the right move, like even pushing here, and now the bishop is having an entry into
yeah.
your kingdom with bishop captures. But again, you need
I,
to. That's why close positions can turn out tricky.
okay, this is really good. He can win the bishop, I think, here.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, rook cannot block because pawn will capture. And
But queen can like go back and try to save. Is it?
okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Queen can just retreat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, he goes there.
Let's see how this game flourishes further. Hi, Ronak. Welcome to the stream. Okay. Is white going to give one queen for two rooks? That is going to be a good question in itself
Yeah,
because two rooks are better than one queen. Let's see. Black is playing a high tempo game, gaining the tempo on the queen, then
yeah.
then on the queen again,
Um,
and then on the bishop.
yeah, but now I think white has a clear advantage, especially with how weak black's pawn are. Yeah, and
And
another one falls.
also, I think time is also playing a huge role here. Both kids are
Yeah.
below like 40 seconds.
So let's see. We'll definitely get a time scramble, and let's see what
Yeah.
happens.
Also, if you look at the previous records here, they have played 8 times against each other, and Dino has won 6 games, and Starfish Pikachu has won only two. Let's see if
Yeah.
today, Starfish Pikachu can add a game to his name,
Okay.
or
So
Dino
yeah,
going to
they've
continue the
started
streak.
playing.
Yes.
Okay,
Wow.
blunders the rook. That
Oh,
was nice.
yes. But still, it's a close position and it's complicated. Starfish Pikachu can. Oh,
Okay.
oh no.
Yeah.
Unexpected. But still, it's a close position. But yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, now
Now
it's
it's
over, I guess. But still, 6 seconds if they go into that.
yeah.
I think
Maybe we can
Black will.
see a stalemate. Maybe.
No, pawns are movable right now.
Ah, okay.
Wow, what a you know, what a comeback here by Dino. Just 7 seconds were remaining. Pikachu had two, but he managed to
Yeah.
completely outplay. I think Pikachu could have, at least ensured that he don't blunder pieces while he pre-moves. Maybe just keeping them in a good coordination with one another and then pre-moving with the king around the pawns could have been a better approach here
Yeah,
than
definitely.
giving it off, I guess. That could have kept the king up for more time. Sankeet is leading the board right now. He's at the top. Good to see that. Madhav is also undefeated. He's
Yeah,
won
we
four
have two
games in a row.
leaders separated by
Yes.
only a point.
I would love to see if they get paired against each other. Like then we'll see
Yeah.
who can maintain their streak. I mean, it would be fun for our viewers also to see that. Um, Dino King and Pikachu at their names. That's true. Okay, let's take a random username from the third page. Okay, pick up a random username again. Let's try to take it.
Uh, I guess Rishi 2025 chess. He's
Okay,
a
let's
low rated player, 800, but it could be
doesn't
interesting to
matter.
watch.
Okay, so Rishi is playing basically with the uh, he's playing white and Quantum is playing with the black pieces. Let us see where this game shapes further. In terms of material, black is completely better.
Yeah, black has a queen and
Yes,
a very dangerous threat on this queen to f4 move. Okay, this is also fine.
yes. Let us see where this game shapes later.
Yeah, that's a pinned. The rook was a pinned piece, and he uses the bishop to attack. That's a really good something we have studied, putting pressure on the pinned pieces.
Yes, but then how kids can find such kind of tactics in a game? Like, what do you suggest to your own students? How do you guide them? Because see, learning in a class is a completely different thing, and coming into the game and implement those learnings, I think they add more value. So, what do you suggest to your students how to implement such tactics in the game, in the real game when they play under the pressure?
Yeah, definitely. When they play a real game, there's always the time pressure and also the unpredictability of your opponent. So I would recommend mostly doing as many puzzles as you can. I think doing puzzles is the best way to improve your tactical skills. Aside from that, you can definitely play as many games. That's the best way to get over your nerves for playing real games.
Yes,
And I think we have a checkmate almost.
yes, Queen F2, Queen H1.
Yeah,
I mean, Queen F2, then Queen H2, and
Queen
the game is
H2. Yeah.
already won.
Okay.
Quantum is again having an unestablished rating, so this kid can climb to a better bracket, I guess. Let's go to some other game.
Okay, Madhav has taken the lead by 3 points now.
Oh, let's just feature one of the Madhav's game too as well.
Yeah,
So in this position, Madhav is playing as white and Mehul is playing with the black pieces. Madhav is having
yeah.
this elo of around 1100. Mehul is 750-ish, you can see.
And Madhav actually had a fork of rook and queen here, but okay, that's it. Okay, Melu has. He's playing
No,
white,
no,
right?
no. I think this was a tactic, if I'm not wrong. There's some tactic in the board. So we had this, what do we say? Blackburn. No, is it the Blackburn shilling gambit? If you take this pawn, probably the queen
Yeah,
is going to come here threatening this. And
yeah.
then if you then take here with the knight, queen takes, rook has to go here, queen takes this. If you block it with the bishop, knight delivers a mate on f3. So
Oh,
a tactic
I
was
mean,
played.
it's
An early opening trap was played by the black here. Good to
yeah,
see that at least kids are implementing some good new ideas, and that does makes a difference. But early withdrawal of the queen by Mehul here has helped him to get a free knight from Madhav here.
yeah, definitely. And okay, he
Madhav has
gives.
played a
Okay,
silent move again,
yeah,
making that
right.
boundary and
That's
moving into the mating threat.
yeah, that's a
Yes,
really
please.
nice trick here. He's making it look like he's plundering the knight, but okay.
Wait,
And
what? Ah,
now he
opponent.
actually forgot, I think.
Yes, so Madhav here covered the mating threat, and then Mehul forgot to like take his knight away from the pawn, and then pawn just snatched it.
Yeah.
What is going on? And
Oh, and
finally,
yeah.
the
So
early
black
withdrawal
started
of queen
great.
has been punished. Hmm?
Yeah, black started great, but it was unfortunate that he blundered the queen here.
That's true. I'll be back in just 30 seconds. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. Please stick on.
Sure. So yeah, here Rook can, I think, take the queen. Let's see. Okay, so that move is, I think here Rook should just capture the queen, but
Mm, I mean, rook. If the rook, would have captured the queen, then knight would have
yeah,
captured the rook.
knight
So they
takes.
attacked it twice. Putting pressure on the pin piece. I
Yeah.
think the kid. Oh my
Okay, and
goodness! And maybe because of that, the knight decided not to take the bishop, and bishop got a
yeah,
further rook. I mean, I can understand, again, Mehul is a 700, so not no more
yeah,
expectations. But the way how he executed, that opening trap, the way how he got
mm,
that, bishop d6 in the air, I guess these were very good moves, okay? Finding a silent move at 700, trying some
yeah,
opening trap that might end up working right. I think that all takes a lot of courage, a lot of bravery, and I think this kid has already shown it. Again,
yeah,
if we
definitely. He started really well.
like just imagine if black plays something like again pawn d5
Yeah,
and like can try to take the queen. So again they have like a lot of stuff in them. The pawn on this, oh,
okay,
black
that's a
bishop d7 isn't
blunder,
the
right?
best choice. Yeah, it's also about as a coach, coaches often talk about this thing after going into losing position, how to maintain your composure against the opponent and how to play the remaining moves properly. I think all those factors also include to play, and I'm sure their coach is going to look after that.
Yeah, definitely. And I think here he can get a mating net with knight
Yeah,
to d6, but okay, he trades the bishop, which is completely
um,
fine, right? Simplification is always best.
simplification,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah. So yeah,
Good
that
game
was
by
a great
Madhav
game.
here, and maintaining the lead, right?
Yeah, he's still on a winning streak.
True. That's absolutely true. Now, if we go ahead, again, Madhav is an Sankirth has lost his first game to Raghav. Yeah, and Raghav earlier lost to Sankirth. So, yeah, that is already going on there. And we also see like 900 kids who are having the elo of 900 are also into this. So I think looks like the leeches has improved their even their matchmaking algorithm. They are not getting paired with high rated players, which is a good thing
Yeah,
because that was earlier unfair. I see this improvement in their algorithm coming in. We have 57 participants who have joined this tournament today. on a weekend. Can you take a random username from this page, please?
Okay, we can look at Yuvika123, I guess.
Why not? Again, Yuvika is having an unestablished rating. There's a question mark in
Yeah,
front of her name. She must be really new to the game. She's taking on Bhavik. He's playing black with an elo of 1000. She's new. Maybe she might have more or less strength. We need to see how that goes further. Again, if we look at the material, I think Yuvika is already an exchange up here because Yuvika has Yuvika is
yeah,
actually
rook for
exchange
knight.
here. Yes. And we need to see how this game goes further because we also see this opposite castle and kids at this rating range, they don't know how to play in opposite castle positions. So we need
Yeah.
to see what strategies are they going to pick up exactly.
Yeah. So there are, I think white should try to protect his pawn here because it's currently under attack by the rook
Yes.
and queen both. Currently, he
But then
cannot
there
take
is
it because,
one more
okay,
strategy. You give a couple of pawns and you get open
yeah,
files with your rook and try some,
yeah,
if
that's,
you want to like work your rook and queen out together, right? Can also
yeah,
be a good strategy. Just an idea. Let's see. I know losing material is again not recommended, but
yeah.
because your opponent is having not an established rating or something, you can definitely give it a try to such kind of ideas. I mean, Bhavik is again 1000.
Yeah.
Let's see how that goes further.
Okay.
And here we see Bhavik is launching a pawn storm, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely right. He's
it's launching a pawn storm. The kid knows what has to be done when they have castled opposite.
and
Good to
now
see
the
that.
rook can get in, or maybe even the queen can go back somehow.
Yes, yes, there's a high chance.
Okay, he tries to go in with the knight.
There is knight e2. Currently, it doesn't have a good purpose, but think about something like, you know,
Yeah,
queen
it could be a
g5
great,
and then putting pressure on these guys at once, and then, suddenly switching the knight somewhere and maybe like a
yeah,
double
it
check
could
or
be a
something.
great, yeah, great threat for double check or discard attack.
That's true. And again, white is looking to take this pawn potentially, but then that will also come with an open file. Knight check has already been delivered. What is
Yeah, I
going in
think
the
he
black's
wants to
mind?
put his, yeah, I think he wants to settle his knight on d4. That's a good square. Okay, but he just, okay.
I mean, he can do, but then my point is like, let's say c3, and then your knight has to just leave that square in the next move. So
Yeah, but
again, it's not an outpost potentially right now. And white is having this passer. We need to see.
okay,
But I think
that's a
white's
discard attack here.
white's king is being challenged here by the black, and the knight is
Yeah,
around. Things can change anytime sooner. Maybe like b1 and then knight captures, but it's a mistake because you lose a
yeah.
material.
It's defended by two pieces and only two pieces are attacking, so he
True,
should
true, true.
not capture.
So
Maybe he
what can
should
be
try
done
to
then? I mean, what would you
probably,
play here as black if you want to continue this position?
yeah, if it was me, I would probably play rook to d8, maybe trying to defend, stop the pawn, and
Um,
yeah, maybe
yes.
even attack the queen with something like, okay, he goes c8.
See, it is also a good strategy. At least you are like trying
Yeah,
to get your own piece, your all pieces around the opponent's king that
yeah,
can help them to get a mate here.
yeah,
But then
queen to
what is the
c6
long-term
could be.
strategy? Oh,
Oh,
the
he
support is
just
gone here. Knight
he
takes is
blundered
empty
the
air.
he blundered the
Wait.
queen.
Plundered the
Yeah,
queen.
and
Oh
okay,
my
white,
god. And Black
black
even
complete,
took this. I even didn't pay attention. I wasn't.
and
What?
yeah, he blundered the rook. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Too many blunders. I mean, I didn't expect it genuinely that white is going to like take here after being an exchanger. That's
Yeah,
I never expected, so I was not even thinking about it. And then no, I mean, black could have taken here. Let's say.
yeah. I mean, that's just a free queen, but in the end, he
Oh,
ended up losing
I think a
the
force
rook.
queen trade and black is completely out of the game after rook captures knight.
Yeah, and white has enough time to convert this, and but okay, he does not trade the queens, and he blunders the
The
queen again.
most terrible mistake white made here. They could have just traded. The knight was already hanging, and
Yeah,
white had an easy win. They tried complicating here. White was already up in the material. They could have just simply exchanged.
Yeah,
This is the reason why simplification plays a very important part in a kid's game or in any chess player's game. I'm rather going to say. And now look at
and
that queen which is disturbing white all the time now. Again, white can still convert because two rooks are better than one queen. White is having a passer along the b file as well. If you see here, the chances are there that white will still convert this. But let's see if black
definitely
can.
right. It's just the time limit that's a bit concerned. Okay, he blunders the rook,
Rook is blundered.
and he
Black is
spots it
coming
here. That's
back.
very
White had a
nice.
very good chance to come back in the game. But again, if you see, Bhavik is also having limited time. 38 seconds is not that much.
But has played a really good move, putting the rook on d5 so that king cannot get closer.
Yes. They are
And
beautifully
yeah,
cutting down
now
the board
he's
in two parts.
yeah.
How is this game going to take a turn?
I think black can lose on time. Only 6 seconds left. Let's see.
That is absolutely correct.
Maybe black can look for a fork here, which is a bit difficult. But and
That's true.
yeah, okay, okay, it's a draw. They repeated the move.
Oh, yeah, I think they did. Anyways, good game by both the players. But I think, yeah, I think those blunders might have gone under the time pressure. Again, their rating is below 1000 or around 1000, so no more expectations. I think they did good according to their current skill set, I guess.
Yeah,
Getting a request for these guys again, Rampar. Let's try to take his game and see now where is he standing. Last 26 minutes are left in this tournament. Yeah. He's taking on Starfish Pikachu. I mean, I would love to see this game. Rampar is playing white. Pikachu is playing black. It's a queen endgame. Now, yes, endgames are really lovely if you know how to, play in
and
them.
yeah, here black should never trade the queen because he has a very big advantage of the pawn on f3. Let's see how he tries to
Black
convert
should
this.
trade, I guess. I'm thinking black should trade because they have a passer along. This pawn. After taking this, maybe you want to trade
Yeah,
it.
after taking
Maybe
this,
another
he can
pair.
definitely consider. Yeah,
Because you wait. Okay, yeah, this is like they have taken the base of the pawn chain typically here, and they're looking to like break the pawn chain, which is fair enough. But then I think back rank is still in the air, so queen comes takes, and then yeah.
okay, white
Wait, what
resigns.
happened? White resigned. Okay, fair enough. But
I think he should have kept on
what
playing
thought?
because black was low
Maybe
on
they could
time.
have tried for, let's say, in queen endgame, generally I've seen this one pattern that once your queen starts giving a check, then you can go with perpetuals, right? So in such positions, maybe getting a threefold repetition there is obviously a possibility all the time. You should
Yeah,
like go for like something like queen g3 and start checking your opponent's king and see where the game goes after that. I've seen
yeah,
those games play
definitely
here.
right.
Yeah, because queen games are end games are all about the perpetuals and then king safety and everything. So yeah, I think playing there could have been a better choice than just resigning.
Also, I see Madhav has lost his first game.
To whom? Dino. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, but
it's
he's still
Pikachu.
in lead.
The game is still going on. Wait.
I think it
Okay,
was the
no, he lost
previous
to
game that he
Gregory.
lost.
Yeah,
Uh,
lost to Gregory there, and now he's taking on Dino. Okay,
so yeah,
even
the
this
rating
even
difference
looks
is
quite. Yeah, rating difference is one thing, but then Madhav is on the streak, right? Maybe this kid is having a good
yeah.
day today. He's like coming up with his all the power and trying to then get the game. So that thing can be there.
Okay, that's a good threat.
Yes, but I would still love to see how this position has came up. I mean, if you ask me, this position is already looking deadly for
Yeah,
both the players. Look at this.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This is a
Now
good,
let me show you.
great discard attack.
Yeah, it's a discovered check basically, and then king is moved, and then bishop will fall here. This king is marching to get the knight. What is white going to do? Okay, can you just like analyze this position and figure out why you know, what white has did wrong till now in this game?
I think, or rather, black has done wrong, right? Because I don't think black castled this game. We have not looked from the
Yes.
start, but black's king was in the center
Yes.
the whole time we have analyzed.
But even if you look from the white side, I observed one thing. The pieces are quite inactive. They're like many of
Yeah,
those pieces are already on the first rank. If you compare with the piece activity of black, I think they have like tried more. They have like got
yeah,
developed and tried some stuff early in the game. So yeah.
yeah.
Also,
But
I
now
was
in this
wondering.
position,
Oh, yeah,
in this position, white is much more active now.
white is better. Yeah, true. Quite.
And, okay, that's a bit tough here. I think white should bring his rook. Yeah, and that's what he does.
I would love to see the opening of this game. Once this game ends, I want to see like those first 10 moves because by the time we reached here, that was like move 13 or 14, and the
Yeah,
position had already like, messed up a lot. So we need to see like what happened during this game. That will make a huge difference, I guess. Okay, but what
okay.
is Black trying to do? That's my first question here. Because wait, Rook to C8 is game over. Your back rank defender is gone.
Yeah, right. That was a. I think he was trying
Just
to
about to
defend the
find,
move rook to c7. I think that's what he was trying to defend.
but he ended
But
up
yeah, he
getting a
blundered.
king for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in trying to defend that, he blundered the king.
I mean, I want to see how this happened. Let's go at the beginning of the game right now and see what just took place. So there was like, oh, okay, it was like Queen's Gambit sort of thing, and oh, Queen's Gambit accepted. We rarely
Yeah,
see kids doing these kind of openings.
d4 openings are pretty rare. Mostly, it's either kids play London or we just see Italian games.
I mean, Madhav could have taken it with his queen here, I guess, and then getting this
Yeah,
bishop out and castle. Madhav could have figured this out, but taking with a wrong pawn was a challenge for him. Let's say
and
running
okay,
into the
yeah,
fort. Whenever opponent's piece steps into our kingdom, instead of like trying to fight that piece out or trying to attack it, first we have to observe what is that attacking exactly into our kingdom, and then what can we do about it. Anyways, here the queen is hanging, so it is not
yeah,
possible for anyways the black to hold on to this pawn, queen, and bishop. Even though bishop was protected, I guess. Yeah, there was no way they had to move the queen, and then it is so obvious to lose your rook after the four. I think good tactical game here by the Dino here. That was a
yeah. I
wonderful
think,
game.
yeah, I think black had plans of castling on the opposite
Queen
side,
side.
but
But it
yeah,
already got
inside, but
broken before he even like tries to attempt it.
yeah,
And maybe the
he
kid
got it.
had, maybe he might have thought of opening up this file and
Yeah, that could
use
have
this
been
open
an
file for
idea.
the attack. But I think this backfired after the entrance of that knight. Basically, opponent
Yeah,
centralized. I think a good use of the center by the white here. I need to appreciate that. We don't generally see such kind of things taking place in the opening. Obviously, yeah, and the rest is in front of us. Let's go to some other game.
yeah.
Yet Madhav is leading the leaderboard. If you see.
Yeah, but Dino King is very close. He's catching up.
Just about to catch up, I guess. Yeah, that's correct. Like he's just like one game away. And the best thing is this kid has not lost a single game till now.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
a very good thing. Yeah,
Yes, it's a good thing in itself. I'm rather going to say. Let us take the game of Samagra now. Okay. So in this position, Samagra is playing with the white pieces and Rishi is playing with the black pieces. There is a rating difference of around 175 points, we can say. And again, we are witnessing opposite castles in this position,
yeah.
where both were
And
trying to pawn storm and both are really close to
okay,
each other's king. But the game has already ended
yeah, yeah.
because
King should have taken the pawn, but okay, he thought maybe it was a trap.
yes. But even if you take, can you actually survive this position? That's my next question. I mean, yeah,
No, yeah, this would
you have the
still
bishops around.
bishop is guarding, right? Yeah. So
Oh, so this is like if you take the pawn, you still lose. If you don't take,
yeah,
you still lose. I mean, here, yeah, I think this bishop played an important part into this whole attack. I'm rather going to see. Bishop on c4 has gave insane value to the white. Good game by the white here, and
this is why opposite side castling can be very dangerous whenever you castle on opposite sides.
yes, it can't. It's not about being dangerous or something, but like you then need to know the right plans. See, if you come
Yeah,
well prepared, you can still survive such positions too. But I think the preparation is that one factor that separates a person who wins and then a person who loses. It's about the preparation and the time you give to your chess, apart from your sessions and everything.
yeah,
And we cover these ideas into our community sessions as well. So the kids who join, they actually learn these extra ideas that play a part into their games. Like Madhav is currently leading. He's one of the consistent participant in our community sessions. I've seen
yeah.
that. So that is the reason he's
Uh,
currently the top two.
yeah. So
I would like to feature a game of Sankeet. He's like at the first position right now. Oh,
yeah,
he
he
is
has taken over
not
the
paired
lead.
against anyone. Isn't paired against anyone. When he gets paired, maybe we'll take his game later. Um, Can you pick a random username from this list, please?
Um, okay, I guess we can look at Arya here. Yeah, he's on a streak currently. He has won three in the last three games.
Uh,
Number 32.
32. Yeah. Yeah, Arya. Okay.
Okay,
So
this game
Ahan
has
is
just
playing with
started.
the white pieces. Arya
Yeah,
is playing black.
yeah, and he
Oh,
just
something is taking
that's
place. Can you explain what is happening here?
yeah, yeah. Okay, so right, both sides attacked here. The pawn was this pawn on D. He captured the pawn on e4 and blundered the knight. Yeah, he
Maybe
thought he
sort of
was.
giving a discovered attack or something, or maybe
Yeah,
trying to do counter fried level, but somehow it didn't
yeah.
went to their favor because also I'm thinking here, you can like try pawn d5, but isn't worth after knight captures c5.
Maybe he can, if he wants, sacrifice the bishop first and then play d5. That's something he can do. Sacrifice the bishop on
Yeah,
f2
I
square.
mean that might be really useful actually. Give your
Yeah,
bishop
if king
up and
captures,
then
then
pawn the yeah. Actually, that could have been
here he
useful.
had the bishop. He still has the bishop. He can capture the bishop. Okay, queen
Hmm.
can still capture the bishop.
Oh, but they played pawn to a6 and then queen f3
Yeah.
here, threatening
Okay,
a
it's still
yeah.
queen can
It's
still
hanging.
capture.
No, some moves have been already been played.
Okay,
We
he
are just
just
like
okay,
saved
okay.
finally, and then
Yeah,
I think white is doing better right now. To be very much
yeah,
precise, I think we
definitely.
can lose this position.
He blundered the queen there for a second.
Oh,
Yeah,
where? Like,
the yeah, here the bishop could have taken. Yeah, on the
yes,
yeah here.
e6. Yes, that is
Yeah,
correct. Oh my God. It's, wait, but I think Ahan has just did this berserk, and I think that is creating a bit of problems for him.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's trying to play fast.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, here should probably take out the knight. I mean, knight is not defended, and if queen takes the knight on b8, then that's a check.
Correct.
Yeah.
White should
So
just take this knight and like try to give a check. Why the white is not picking the free piece here? Oh, they're looking to get a mate. That's true. But like again, knight is one of the key defenders, if you know.
yeah, now knight is a very good piece because okay,
And black is
this is
slowly trying to simplify his position, but is that enough to keep his king up? Sort of made a fortress around the king.
yeah, and queen is still hanging. If okay, if here he blunders the queen, that could be
Oh, and then, oh, I think
okay.
black
He pre-moved
pre-moved
it.
here. Yes. But then if you see on the other side, it's not even about pre-moving. I think, oh, pre-moving costed a checkmate and not only saving the queen. I mean,
Yeah,
just look at this. White played queen c5, setting a battery for
Yeah,
a7, and black pre-moved on d4, maybe thinking that white will not figure out the threat and they will like end up picking the queen, but they were maybe mistaken here, and then queen e7 just finished up the game completely.
yeah,
So I think, yeah, this is again, this is a part of the game, and this is how chess actually works. Gregory is like taking on the leaderboard. I would like to even feature one of her games too.
yeah. He's also on a winning streak. He has won the previous 3 games. So
Yeah.
let's see.
Uh, Gregory is playing black. Dino is playing white. Dino is again in the top of the leaderboard if we see. Um, there's a rating difference of around 40 points, I meant. And it looks okay. Let's try to see how this game flourishes further. Because this open
Yeah,
file of the rook is going to maybe play a huge part in this position.
and yeah, the king on h1 is very safe. It was a really good move by him to put the king there.
Yes, because generally when your f pawn moves,
Yeah,
your king weakens along this sort of diagonal, where the bishop or queen at some point in the game can take advantage of that. What is black trying to do? Trying to get rid of this guy and then settling a bishop on c5 so the king stays trapped. Then there can be
could be a
ideas of
possibility.
performing a mate. Yeah, I've seen some mating patterns which comes after such kind of lines. Okay, and then black decided to give up the light square bishop, and they have given their bishop pair 2 here with this move. Both have their rooks connected. I think they are following opening principles pretty well here.
Yeah,
But from
and
positional
position looks
standpoint,
very equal.
yes, it looks sort of equal right now. That's absolutely correct. I mean, except,
Though,
yeah.
yeah, it's very symmetrical, right? The only difference is that the pawn is for white, the pawn is on g3, and for black,
But
it's
again,
different.
I'm just thinking the pawn structure for the white here is somehow more collapsed than black, I'm going to see. I mean, look
Uh,
at this isolated pawn on like e4. If this goes into an endgame, maybe black can have slight favorance to their side.
Yeah, also the g3 pawn is under pressure. Currently, only knight is attacking, but if the pawn, if bishop and queen there can get somehow, if he
So
pushes the
then they
pawn.
should look to play, let's say, something like pawn to f5, but the king is already in the way of the queen. So they can also
Yeah,
try to go king
okay,
h8,
so
then pawn f5, move this guy,
yeah,
and then
so
trying
that
a
is,
fork and suddenly putting a pressure to g3 how you instructed.
yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's definitely what he's planning, and let's see what happens.
Also, just to get the attention of our viewers, the f7 is already covered by the queen and rook, so knight captures f7 is not a thing, and
Okay,
moving this
but there
pawn
was the
possibly can
fork.
go into a four. It wasn't there. Like when they tried kicking
Yeah,
the
he
knight, they
pushes.
lost this weak square.
Yeah,
Maybe they have this counter idea. Maybe they can go queen f7 and then get a counter pin. But is that enough?
yeah, that's a really good move. Here, white has to be careful.
Because now the knight is hanging on the other side.
Uh, yeah, he defends the queen.
Black is looking to trade, and this sort of gives this open file to the white rook. Also, now the knight is already out of the pin because queen is protected by the bishop.
Yeah,
They're playing on their
uh,
full strength, I guess. They are like playing really well.
I think black should move the rook here, but it could be a bit dangerous because when the knight moves, it's a discovered attack
What is
on
the
the
real?
queen.
Oh,
Okay, he just yeah,
yeah, they could have moved the rook as you said, right?
yeah,
Okay, that has costed. I think
and
now this is completely favoring white.
yeah, rook to a8 could be a very dangerous move here if he sets it up.
That's correct. Black is offering a trade, but is this trade worth? Because you need to play a knight bishop forever, and your bishop is already a bad bishop if you see.
Yeah,
Wait, what? Rook g8 is in the air. King moves. Can they find a mate? Or queen g8, let's say? King goes.
yeah,
No,
I think king escapes here.
king escapes because I think the h6 square has given a bit of, the loaf to the king.
And even if white trades the queens,
Yes.
yeah, I think white has a little bit of advantage, but it will be difficult to convert.
That's true. That's correct. The pawn has moved here.
And both players have a lot of time, so we cannot even say that they can depend on time struggle.
Yes. But now the bishop is into a pin, and black need to
Yeah,
immediately provide support and unpin it, which they did, but they didn't unpin here. Again, the knight can take this bishop to on the other side. They have saved the bishop right now. And on the other hand, we also see black as a passer in this position along the e file that can, if white will not stay attentive, that can create a problem for the white team.
yeah. And okay, rook is being attacked. White also has two pass pawns, and they are connected pass pawns, so that is a strong threat.
Yes,
Let's see how white responds.
but again, their pieces are in the way right now, so
Yeah,
we need to see
so
how that turns. Okay, they're marching fearlessly on the king's side. But what is the purpose? Bishop is being attacked. Let's say you get the bishop to e7, for instance. Okay, you move the
okay,
knight and
that's a
you
nice
decided
move.
to save it. Okay, they're going for the active defense, I guess, which is a good strategy. But now the
Yeah,
knight is
but I
being
think
attacked.
here, yeah, he has to move the bishop.
Yes, they did. And now, as you said, the passer is,
Yeah,
marching ahead for his victory, for the victory of his kingdom.
and it would be very difficult to stop. Yeah, I was looking at this move, but he can just push, and yeah, no, it cannot be stopped here.
Yes, that's correct. Let us see how this turns further.
Okay, he
What
sacrifices
just
the
happened?
bishop.
But is there a clear purpose to this?
I'm not
No,
sure here really.
I
Yeah,
don't think
that's a
so. If
good
there
move,
was any,
but
yes, they have a passer. I get that, but then I think Black is eventually going to give one of their piece to that pawn. Yeah,
yeah. And
I think
I
White
would
is
say
still
black
better.
might, yeah, white is definitely better, but black might have chances because he's up on time. But he lost another pawn here, and okay,
I think the king
okay,
safety is something that no, not the king activity. I meant for the White is still missing in this position. You can say
yeah,
now they have activated the king, but I
yeah. I
think
think
it's going to be
now,
going this
yeah,
fast. Yeah.
white has enough time to win this.
Yes, but do they know
There
how to
could be
win
a
this
stalemate.
position?
Okay, yeah,
Yes, they do. I think they are not going to make it complicated. They'll just get another piece. They know they are low on time, and they will convert it into a simple victory rather than doing anything fancy. Good stuff. I think this is a good learning by the white here, keeping it simple and just trying to secure your victory without doing anything fancy. And suddenly Cavalier is leading the board with 35 points coming out of nowhere. I know this kid is really good, but he has like won how many games in a row if we see? This kid has won.
yeah,
He has won 9 games in a row and suddenly on the top. Good to see
yeah,
that. We are
and
in the last 5 minutes of the tournament. And let's try to see how this leaderboard can change. I mean, even the seventh position player can make it to the top three, right? Because the third position player is having 28 points right now into their pocket.
yeah, yeah, and I think this will be our last game today. We have only 4 minutes.
Potentially, but I'm just okay. I'm assuming that Cavalier is now going to be undefeated. Sticking on Raghav,
Yeah,
I would love to see. Again, it's not possible for Raghav to catch up because then if you even get 4 points, there's still going to be the difference of 1 point which Cavalier is going to have as a lead, keeping his first position. But let's see when the top two player clashes, how is the arena going to respond to that? Okay. So now what we see, we are in the early opening, and
yeah.
what was this though? Not seen this line before.
So it's a
Something
delayed
bridge,
scotch, I guess.
delayed Scotch. No, it is Scandina, Scandinavian, but
Uh,
in
yeah, I mean,
Scandinavian we generally don't have a pawn on e5.
yeah, we don't have the pawn. Okay, let's see. Yeah, he gives up the
Just take
bishop for
place.
knight.
Maybe here black is like trying to put white, out of the opening prep to
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah, white has a very
activate
strong
later
threat
for.
here.
Yeah. Even though white is
Yeah,
having the strong threat, they're playing the main line. Knight captures c2 is also in the air, if you see.
yeah.
But let's see how this
Okay.
goes forward. I think Cavaliers figured out the threat and trying to like defend it. But the knights are tripping on each other, still threatening knight
Okay,
captures
that's
c2.
yeah. Now that's a forced fork, I think.
Yes, but I mean, do they have something still left to counter and see if something can work for them?
I mean, if bishop b5, we can just block with the pawn. It's worth trying because black can always block it with the knight, so that would be
Knights so like
uh,
attack can. I mean, we need to see again. Kids at 1700 and 1900 will not make such kind of a mistake after playing such an accurate chess. If they have came
yeah.
here for the
That's
fork, I think they will try to get it for sure. Is what I'm thinking right now. Wait. I was just thinking,
oh
can the white give a sacrifice here and try to follow up with some like queen check? No, queen check isn't there.
yeah,
Knights are placed beautifully, exact actually.
yeah. So yeah,
Bishop was
he
played behind and the queen left hanging.
yeah. So in trying to protect the fork, he gave up the queen.
Oh, I think now there's no question. I mean, the clock might run out of the time, but I'm very sure now black is going to win this if they don't
Yeah,
render the like how white did.
and now there's a very clear threat.
Yeah, I mean, look at this.
Yeah,
And also pay attention that white cannot make its castle as the passing
yeah.
square is
Queen
being
is
attacked by the black's queen. Yeah, only like 5 minutes left. Switch to a few more matches from the top players. Quick, show the leaderboard before you end the stream. Yeah, we are definitely going to feature the leaderboard here, and yeah, I think we are in last 1 minute, so we want to see the skirmish for the
yeah.
top two. I guess we are going to feature this itself. Wow. Viewers, if you have liked our work, please like the stream. Hit to the subscribe button if you haven't. Hype up the stream if you are watching it after it ends. And yeah, that's it. We are in last 30 seconds, and I think black is taking a bit of white is taking a bit of time here. Let's
Yeah,
see what
it
has
could.
taken place in the leaderboard because see the reason is the other players must have made some changes too, right?
Yeah, we can
That's
see that. Okay, the top leaderboard, the number one player has still not finished his game, so we can look at that as well.
No, I think maybe I think White's taking a bit of time to maybe think. So probably this
Yeah.
tournament is going to conclude. So it's not worth
Okay.
featuring anymore.
Yeah, yeah. The time is already over, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Finally, the
Yeah.
tournament has concluded. We had 60 participants today, which is a good number. And here we have our top 10 with us. We have Arud on the 10th position with 25 points. We have Madhav on the 9th position with 26 points. We have Afnan on the 8th position with 26 points. We have Athvik on the 7th position with 26 points. We have Shaurya on the 6th position with 27 points. We have Sankeet on the 5th position with 28 points. We have Gregory on the 4th position with 28 points. We have Dino King on the 3rd position with 28 points. We have the runner up of our tournament, Raghav Sharma, on the 2nd position with 30 points. And then we have the champion of this tournament, Cavalier, on the 1st position with 35 points and the win rate of 83%. On the other hand, even the Dino King, even though he made the 3rd position, but he's having that whooping win rate of 100%. Hasn't lost a single game to anyone. Played less games,
Yeah.
but he gives us all quality to those games.
And
So, all the
yeah,
players.
right. Congrats to Cavalier and all the players who participated and the top 10 as well.
Yes, so we congratulate to all the winners and participants. We know it's a weekend, you still showed up, you still collected experience. I'm very sure your coaches will help you to analyze these games and get better before the next tournament. Thank you so much, all the viewers, for tuning in. Thank you so much, Coach Kunal, for giving your sharing your insights to our viewers, our kids. It is definitely
Yeah.
going to help them to grow better at chess. Viewers, if you're liking our work, hit that like button. If you haven't, subscribe to the channel. That's it for this eve. Bye and take care till then.